I called him back and I said, no, I'm gonna you. And
whoa, what?
On the bright side, yeah, this music here became my only lifeline. Think I'm going crazy, I'm not in my right mind. Yeah. Welcome to my life, welcome to my life. Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Whammy. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Yes, we are back to react to part 3 of Demi Lovato documentary called Dancing with the Devil, guys. This episode is called Reclaiming Power, y'all. Y'all is showing so much love from this documentary, y'all. Y'all showed the first 2 episodes, 1 and 2, over 500 views on those videos, y'all. I just want to thank you to each and everyone from just watching those videos. I knew I had to continue doing. Also, I just want to know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I want to know what's going to happen after that. Y'all also recommend me to react to her new song called Dancing with the Devil. I will be reacting to that right after this documentary ends. I know the music video is dropping, well, when I'm posting this on Friday, the music video is already out. I will react to that really soon. Episode 2 was about her leaving the hospital and recovering. I think this one will be about, you know, going to rehab or just getting back to her old self. I seen that on her Instagram. She posted like a snippet of like all the different names. She had like Demi Lovato in different like years of her and like evolving to who she is today. I'm really wondering what will be in this episode 3. If y'all new to this channel, you want to see daily content such as this, guys, all you gotta do is press that subscribe button. Also press that bell to notify you every single time I upload a video, guys. Guess what, y'all? We on a roll to 3K subscribers. You're like 50 subscribers away. Yes, we are growing together, y'all. It's just so amazing. So if you want to be a part of the family, all you gotta do is press the subscribe button. Lastly, follow me on all my social media, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I'm more active on Instagram, but I need more followers, guys, on Twitter. And yes, I am new on TikTok, so go follow me there at Whammyham. Without further ado, guys, let's dive into today's episode. Hopefully this is not the last one. I want more of this, you know. Without further ado, let's dive into his reaction. Let's get it. This episode contains content suffering addiction, mental health, and sexual abuse, which may be triggered for some. Okay.
Demi Lovato is now receiving inpatient therapy at a rehab facility.
Let's get immersed.
Being released from Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles over the weekend.
my OD was obviously hard on me, but it also had some serious repercussions for the people closest to me.
Facts.
Demi's on the news, and also I'm passing through the news. There's all this stuff about like me being in photos next to her when she was having a hard time. I got like death threats. People showed up at my apartment to like threaten my life.
That was really challenging for her. It was challenging for anybody that stuck by my side through that period.
Oh.
Is this the day of her coming home?
Naked face, baby. Oh my god.
Are you ready for this?
I think so.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
clear your name.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of saying anything.
Oh, this is the day of her doing the YouTube original.
And I just want the truth to be told because you deserve that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I love you. But
I like that. Demi is actually a good friend, you feel me? Like, she didn't really have to put her family and peers into the documentary. She can also, you know, just go along and just do it by herself. But she loved the ones that's around her, so she obviously wanted to put them in a documentary and also clear their name about the situation.
Why I'm not crying is because if I start, I won't.
I'm trying really
You
hard.
already have your makeup on.
They usually take one, Mark.
So, when I called you about doing this, you were incredibly nervous. Why were you so nervous to sit down here?
It was having to relive it. To go back in my phone and, you know, look at the screenshots from her fans just telling me.
Y'all did this, man? Bro, why y'all do this, man? Y'all really DM her with some threats. I would kill you. You really gonna kill her? Huh? If you see her right now in person, you would kill her, right? No, you're not. No, you're not. Shut up. You probably will be the one saying, let's take a picture together. Let's do a TikTok together.
And I would say like maybe 4,000 to 5,000 a day.
She was a part of my professional team. She was my choreographer, and she also happened to be a good friend of mine. It was awful to see what happened to Danny after people thinking she had something to do with it.
Y'all think it's really her fault that what Demi Lovato did to herself? Y'all really think that just because she left the party to go home and text her say let's meet up the next day so we can do mountain hunting and mountain climbing and all that, y'all think it's her fault that Demi Lovato did those things?
My fans are amazing. They're very passionate.
They strong.
But they're a little
strong.
out of line sometimes because they want what's best for me, but don't always have all the information.
Of course,
the people who know me, it was laughable to them. Like, oh my God, if you only knew this girl at homecoming. She was the one pouring people's Red Bull vodkas out in the bus, like, didn't want to get in trouble. They were like, how on earth are you the girl that gets blamed for this? And it was laughable
put the usernames
for a day
in
or
the documentary,
two,
I'm
not
not
thinking
gonna lie
that
to
it would stick. And then once it continued to stick for days, weeks, months, a year, it was the hardest thing
I've
ever had to deal with my whole life. When everything started to unfold, I was in the hospital with her.
And honestly, she might still getting them after that this documentary was out already. Y'all probably still hitting her DMing her about the situation, man.
Watching,
get tired of it,
looking
man.
at her laying there. I just wanted her to live. And I remember one night my mother sat me down and screamed at me and she said, I cannot watch my little girl take the fall for someone that did something like this. And I just remember looking at her just like, it's gonna be fine. And then it wasn't. I lost all my teaching jobs. No one wanted to bring their kid to.
Oh my gosh, man. Are you serious? Y'all did this to her, man? Y'all did this to her? Y'all did this to her? I literally had to walk out the opposite direction this time. I never walked with them over there. She couldn't get her job back. She can't teach no one because y'all think she's the reason why. I feel bad for her. She didn't even know this was going on. No one had, because Demi Lovato was hiding it from everyone.
Take the fall for someone that did something like this. And I just remember looking at her just like, it's gonna be fine. And then it wasn't. I lost all my teaching jobs. No one wanted to bring their kid to a apparent heroin dealer teacher. I lost any artist that I was working with. They didn't want to deal with the drama. I would go to studios. I would have like TMZ.
I'm looking right at the parents right now. Y'all should be disgusted. You know how many teachers and adults you bring around your kids that do the same exact thing that you do not want them being around with? You probably do it on your own time without the kids being in the room.
Studio. I had to rethink my whole future. All because of someone else's decision. And that was terrifying.
I feel terrible that it's taken this long to get her story out, but it's taken me a while to come to terms and process with that night of what happened and be ready to talk about it. I get why after the OD I was so focused on myself, but unfortunately it took me too long to realize how my choices affected the people I really care about who had stuck by me. I'm just glad that she got the chance to talk today and clear her name because she wasn't involved in all of that.
Okay,
I didn't even know personally.
Go. Less than an hour.
Go do it. Try that. Shut up, your face is
I love you, but no.
I love you, thank you.
Bye, Anna.
Bye. I feel a lot better. I feel like we just gotta pep talk to my mom. It's like, honey, you're gonna do great.
Twisted reality.
Y'all, is this really, hold up, bro, because it's just really the song. I gotta react to it. Because the sound is just amazing already.
Hopeless insanity.
Oh, hold up.
I told you I was okay, but I was lying.
Demi Lovato got that voice of like aggressiveness. Like you can hear the pain in her voice, y'all. I might have to react to that song.
Who are you and what do you do for Demi?
I'm Demi's head of security and
bodyguard. You're the bodyguard.
But I'm gonna interject because he's so much more than that. Max is someone that
like a friend.
protects me like I'm his own daughter. I'm grateful that you're sitting next to me today. And it's just really hitting me like a ton of bricks.
Most business managers don't play a vital role in the story of a pop star's life. Why is Glen Nordlinger so important in your life?
Oh God, that's another one. It's just never left me.
And he was there from the start. He
Glen?
was there before me.
Yeah, he was there since.
I thought
You really figure out
I thought Scooter was your manager.
who is there for you when the world falls out from under your feet.
During the 2018 tour, she was in a very bad way. These are stressful days where you went to bed at night with your phone ringer on loud. I would get daily updates from Max, and we were starting to formulate a plan of how to help her when the OD happened.
Glen was just right there straight away. He was, how do I help? What do we need to do?
And we need to bring in good people in around her to help her, irrespective of the cost. And this is where years of putting aside money and being responsible with her money really paid off.
How many times did Demi Lovato with the rehab, y'all? Comment down below, because is this like her second time? Because it's like a relapse, or is this her second time in rehab? Let me know.
The first time I met her, we were sitting in a room and she was saying that she didn't want to be there. And I said, how old are you? And she told me how old she was and said, who's paying for you to be here right now? And she just looked around. She's like, I am. I'm like, well, then you don't have to be here. Like, you can go. So I think initially it was difficult for her. And as time has gone on, I think that has been one of the most important things of, okay, what are the choices that I want to make?
When I went out to visit her, it was just, what do you want to do? She said, I love music. I want to get back into it. But I want new management.
I got reached out to by her business.
I thought I was in my head like, I thought Scooter was the manager. I'm like, where's Scooter at? There he is right there. My boy.
Manager after the overdose. He told me she was the only person she wanted to meet with was us. And I wanted to make sure that, with
my boy Scooter been in this business for I don't know when, man.
Everything she'd gone through, I honored that. But I had every intention of telling her no. I felt overwhelmed at the time. We had a plan for not only how we were going to say no, but who we were going to recommend. And once she started talking and pouring out her heart and soul, we realized that absolutely we need to manage her. She didn't need a manager, she needed a friend. She needed someone who knew what to do, but also didn't need her to work.
Of course,
Why was it so important to you to land Scooter as a manager at that moment in time?
Bro, I feel like Scooter is actually a good person at heart. Just hearing about him throughout other people that he helped with, like artists like Justin Bieber. I think he was with Taylor Swift at one point. I still don't know the full story about that situation. I don't know if he's still managing her, but I feel like at heart he really do care about the artists that he do work with. So maybe that's the reason why she's working with him.
Knew what to do, but also didn't need her to work.
Why was it so important to you to land Scooter as a manager at that moment in time?
I am an artist who just overdosed on heroin. Like, I'm kind of a liability. Like, I don't know if people are going to want to work with me. It was scary for me, but I didn't feel intimidated at all. It made me feel really safe.
I wanted to know the real story of what happened, what treatments worked in the past, what treatments didn't work. I wanted to know who her support system was, where she was in her recovery process, and if she had an understanding of that it's constant.
From the moment I found out she overdosed, through her entire stay in the hospital, the only thing I cared about was her getting better. I knew that it didn't matter what happened to her that night or who she got these drugs from.
Right.
I knew I could tell by her face that she was never going to be around those people again.
The career.
I wish I could say the last night that I ever touched heroin was the night of my overdose, but it wasn't.
I don't know when or how long it's gonna take someone to realize enough is enough. You just went through this dramatic night of ODing, going to the hospital, had to take blood out, taking it back in your body. Couldn't see a sister because you was legally blind, and you telling me you still kept going? You telling me you touched it again after that? Serious help. Serious help. That's crazy. Where you get that from? Who you get that from?
I wish I could say the last night that I ever touched heroin was the night of my overdose, but it wasn't.
She called and said, hey, I've relapsed and I need help.
It was the same guy, I think, and Syra and I were not thrilled about that.
Her decision to meet with that dude again, when people are in the throes of addiction, nothing shocks me.
I had just done...
You hit up the same guy? If you don't delete his number... Why is this guy not in jail? Get him out the streets. Do you like this guy, huh? Because y'all both can get clean together and then y'all can be a happy couple.
A week-long intensive trauma retreat. The night that I came back from that retreat, I called him.
Are you serious right now? Like what goes through your mind coming back home like, oh, I really did that? Let me hit him up again though.
His choice of
what?
Violating me. I wanted it now to be my choice. And he also had something that I wanted, which were drugs. And
so you want him to violate him back? Like, hold up. I'm trying to understand your thought process right now. Okay?
I wanted it now to be my choice. And he also had something that I want.
You want it to be your choice. Are you telling me you did it again with this guy?
And I ended up getting high. I thought, how did I pick up the same drugs that put me in the hospital? I was like mortified at my decisions.
Anytime that it's this like, how could you do this? It's coming from a place of, oh, I want this person to be okay. How could you do this again? How could you put yourself in this position?
Yes,
as opposed to, oh my gosh.
I like this guy.
In so much pain.
He understands my pain right now.
To put yourself in that position again.
I called him back. And I said, no, I'm gonna you. And
whoa, what? You mean literally? Or like mental? You feel me? Like, what do you mean by that? Demi, what do you mean? Demi, what are you on right now? You telling me you gonna do him?
And I said, no, I'm gonna you. And it didn't fix anything. It didn't take anything away. It just made me feel worse. But that, for some reason, was my way of taking the power back. All it did was...
Did you mean intimacy or like mental? Like, let me know down in the comments, because I'm trying to wrap my head around that one logic that she's talking about right there.
Bring me back to my knees of begging to God for help.
How do we help you create a life where to have a sense of autonomy does not mean putting yourself in these harmful situations, that being able to, abuse your abuser is not where the healing is going to come from.
I know that sexual trauma has been the hardest part for you to talk about. Was there a specific reason that you didn't come forward sooner?
Honestly, ever
Opinions?
since I watched Rihanna and her pictures get leaked after the Chris Brown incident,
You don't have to put, come on man, you don't have to put Rihanna and Chris Brown in there, and you know, you don't have to compare your life story with hers, you feel me, or with Chris Brown's, you feel me. Like, Chris Brown's a better person now. Rihanna's doing her thing with the makeup. She would never drop music a day in her life no more. I understand what you're trying to say, but like, let them live.
even more of my story playing out in the press, and then also people maybe not believing me.
You know, it's easy from the outside to say, how could someone like Demi Lovato not have a sense of agency, right? Having grown up and started at such a young age, where she wasn't able to develop that sense of agency. You know, the more that people try to control her behavior, the more it's like, well, where do I have a sense of control? Where can I make choices?
And I know what I'm about to say is going to shock people too.
What?
But when I was a teenager, I was in a very similar situation. I lost my virginity in a rape.
Who in their right mind touched Demi Lovato? Okay? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Demi Lovato, the Cat Rock kid got raped, man. Oh my gosh. I can't get this. Demi Lovato, you just ruined my own childhood from you, man. That's all I'm going to think about today is like, who touched you, man?
Called that person back a month later.
And what?
And tried to make it right by being in control.
Are you serious? Again? Why? What's wrong? Listen, bro. Oh my gosh. Why do you like being in control of this? Like, what's the logic of like, all right, let me hit the person back so I can be on top? Like, what is the logic with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Like, if someone took advantage of me, I'm not gonna hit you back up so I can make myself better by being in control. I'm going to delete your number. I'm moving forward. I'm going to have a way better life than that person ever did. What is the logic of me getting on top? I need help. I need answers. So you did this with 2 people, and you probably did this with everybody.
In a rape, I called that person back a month later and tried to make it right by being in control.
No!
And all it did was just make me feel worse.
Oh! That's my point. That is my point. That's my point. You make yourself worse and feel bad because you hit the person back up. Okay? I understand a breakup. Listen, you break up and you just sitting there like, that person really did break up with me. No. Come over tonight. I'm getting on top. No, you can't think like that because it's just going to make you feel worse.
So you actually filmed the first Camp Rock 2 years ago.
Yes.
Now you're filming this one. What do you think has been the biggest change in you?
What movie was that?
I've become more aware of just life and people and the way that, the business works. And it's definitely for the better. I think that I'm able to protect myself a little more, but also I'm able to still learn more and teach other people. So it's been awesome.
Look at young Demi
Both
Lovato.
times were textbook trauma reenactments, and I really beat myself up.
For who really touched Demi Lovato when she was a kid?
I had a really hard time coming to terms with the fact that it was a rape when it happened. We were hooking up, but I said, hey, this is not going any farther. I'm a virgin, and I don't want to lose it this way. And that didn't matter to them. They did it anyways. And I internalized it, and I told myself it was my fault because I still went in the room with him I still hooked up with him. Here was the thing, I was a part of that Disney crap.
Okay, you remember last episode I was upset because the guy didn't give her consent, or you know, the consent of like going along with it, right? All right, understand this, guys. When she say no, but you still came back and like, I don't get it. I don't understand. All right, let's say you say no, right? The person understand you. You said no, you don't want to do it, but you went in the room with the person though. Like, what's the no action? Like, is it like mind control that it's like, all right, I said no, but let's still continue doing it? Like, you know, you can like just walk off from it, right? Or tell your mom, your dad, or anyone at the studio, like, this guy's trying to do some stuff with me. I told him nah, but listen, I did go in the room with him to still do it though.
They said they were waiting till marriage. I didn't have the romantic like first time with anybody. That was not it for me, and that sucked. And then I had to see this person all the time, and so I stopped eating. And
who was this person?
You know, coped in other ways, cutting, throwing up.
It was a boy on stage. Is the boy on the show?
I got so bad that I started throwing up blood for the first time.
What the fuck?
I'm coming forward about what happened to me because everyone that happens to should absolutely speak their voice if they can and feel comfortable doing so.
You wrote most of your songs. You're 16. Where does your inspiration come from?
Believe it or not, being 16, I've been through a lot, so...
Come on, how much heartbreak can you have at 16?
Oh, a lot.
You know, women are typically more oppressed than men, especially at 15 years old, and especially as a little child star role model, you know, who's supposed to be perfect, who had a promise ring. So what, I'm supposed to come out to the public after saying I have a promise ring? 6 months later, I'm supposed to say, well, actually, I had sex, even though it was rape. Like, some people are going to see it that way, or at least the Christian.
Was the promise ring with one of the Jonas brothers? Joe Jonas. It was Joe Jonas, right?
Southern girl inside of me didn't see it that way because sex was not normalized as a child or in the South. And you know what? F it. I'm just gonna say it. My Me Too story is me telling somebody that someone did this to me and they never got in trouble for it. They never got taken out of the movie they were in. But I've just kept it quiet because I've always had something to say, and it's like...
She just dropped a lot of tea just now. Hold up, what is me?
Is me telling somebody that some people are gonna see it that way, or at least the Christian Southern girl inside of me didn't see it that way because sex was not normalized as a child or in the South. And you know what? F it. I'm just gonna say it. My Me Too story is me telling somebody that someone did this to me and they never got in trouble for it. They never got taken out of the movie they were in. But I've just kept it quiet because I've always had some...
Who is she talking about?
Like, I don't know, I'm tired of opening my mouth, so... There's the tea.
That was a lot of tea. I want to know who the guy is.
After everything that happened with the OD, you know, I think she felt so horribly guilty and disappointed in herself that she had let herself go back to that place again despite everything. She was like, I have to tell Scooter.
I was in negotiations. I met with him and I said, hey, look, I need to come clean about some stuff.
You know, Demi, I knew she had her ups and downs, but after the overdose and the speech that she gave me and the things that she said, I thought there was no chance of a relapse. 2 weeks in,
she did it again.
She tells me that she relapsed.
I was expecting him to say, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not signing you, I'm sorry. But instead, he was like, I'm afraid that you are going to end up in the wrong hands. I'm here to support you and I want to help you through this, not punish you.
And it's a very different conversation, right? Than the conversation that says, hey, your sober companion just told me that you were in the bathroom for a long time. I'm going to drug test you. And when it comes back positive, I'm going to take away your phone and make you go back to residential and make all these choices for you.
I don't know if Demi made the decision to go sober when she was 18. That was really kind of the ultimatum that her team gave her, is get sober, otherwise we won't be working with you.
I never want to say that the control placed on me was entirely wrong. Some of it came from a place of love. I just think that by the end of it, I didn't get the help that I needed.
Do you ever think about giving up on her?
No. That's never crossed my mind.
I couldn't. And no. Not once.
Did I ever want to give up on her? No. Did I want to bash her head in with a brick? Yes. That's the truth.
Yeah, absolutely. I've thought about giving up. There have been a couple times where I thought, if that's how she wants to go out, then God damn it, let her go out that way.
And why is she gonna get a lot of hate for just saying this one little comment right here? Her little sister don't want her to get help.
But I don't think you truly ever really give up on someone like that. I think there's always a part of you that hopes they're gonna get back on the horse and they're gonna figure it out.
When you're dealing with addiction, it's not something that just gets cured one day. Like, it's a constant battle. You're in it with somebody. So when she said it to me and I saw how scared she was, it's just a very real, easy answer. As long as you tell me the truth, we'll work through it.
I have just always had that mentality of, if there's a problem, let's find a solution.
Even if I was not related to Demi, she would be one of my biggest role models. I remember we took this walk around the hospital floor. She was in her hospital gown and she had IVs and stuff on her hands, but I didn't see a hospital gown. You know, I saw a robe. Like, damn, this girl's going for the belt.
I remember being in my hospital bed and thinking, all right, how do I fix this? How do I get back to doing what I love, which is making music?
Demi is an honest songwriter. A lot of people are nervous about telling everything.
She really is. That song called Skyscraper, when I first heard that song, I cried. I was like, bro, this is like the best song I ever heard. Like a skyscraper. Alright, not gonna sing it for you, I understand.
Demi thrives on using her music in a cathartic way.
I feel like with anyone, I knew that was the song that I wanted to release coming out of all of this, because I thought, if I ever make it back to the stage, I want to sing this song.
Probably anyone, and that was when she was on the Grammys, right? She cried on stage, right, if I remember. Oh yeah, see, she said, let's do it over. I remember that.
Watching her perform, anyone at the Grammys, after like dying, I was like, go off, bitch. This is such a big moment for all of us.
When I listened to the lyrics, I definitely thought it was foreshadowing my overdose.
Right.
I recorded it days before, and the lyrics were everything that I was feeling, you know, in the hospital.
From a fan's perspective, she went away for a while, she performed. But to go from a hospital bed to that total rebuild, not something that people often get the opportunity to do.
I feel like sometimes, because of what happens in her personal life, we forget that she is legitimately like the most incredible singer.
The fact that she's given her voice a rest for the last 2 years.
Her voice is just like
new level.
Nobody's listening.
I remember you calling me to tell me you were going to do the national anthem.
Just to be there and hear her voice is moving in itself. Because there was a point where I didn't know if I would ever see that ever again.
Oh, it just gave me some chills.
That performance made me so proud to be an American. He's like,
Oh, cute. I love it.
there's just like Grammys, like bam, one of the best performances of the Grammys of all time.
Literally.
She's crying at the beginning, she's got to start over, standing ovation, we're losing our minds. No, she's not done yet. National anthem, one of the best ever, losing her mind, drop dead gorgeous, perfect new single, album's coming out. And then it was all downhill from there.
Breaking news tonight on several fronts on the coronavirus pandemic. Broadway going dark, Hollywood shutting down, the NBA delaying their seasons.
Oh yeah, the corona.
When quarantine happened, she said, Mom, I'm bringing stuff and I'm gonna come over and quarantine with you.
But I did meet this guy, and
Please don't tell me it's the drug dealer. And hopefully it is a nice guy. Hopefully this guy really supports you and have your back. I want you to have the best guy that can be there for you, Demi. Who is this guy? Where you meet him at?
I'm bringing stuff and I'm gonna come over and quarantine with you.
But I did meet this guy, and I can't imagine quarantine without him. So,
okay, we're gonna be quarantining with my daughter's boyfriend. I'd never even met him.
oh my God, I just invited somebody that I don't really know that well to stay with my family. It wasn't the most responsible thing I've ever done.
Who's the guy? Is this it? Is that all? I want more. Alright guys, there you have it. Demi Lovato, Dancing with the Devil, episode 3, Reclaiming Power, guys. Listen y'all, I have never been so upset and just frustrated ever on my channel than this episode. This episode not just gave me tea, it gave me my mindset of how Demi Lovato actually thinks. You feel me? Like, growing up with Demi Lovato, I always find her like a superstar, actually. You know what I'm saying? Camp Rock was my movie. You feel me? And just her just giving all the tea in this episode about her being raped at a young age and just hitting up the guy back so you can be just powerful and just controlling. Honestly, I need your help. I need to fully understand why is that. Why did she do that? Let me know down in the comments. But more than less, guys, I really love this episode. This was the best episode from all 3 of the episodes. Let me know down in the comments as well what was your favorite episode as well. I really enjoy these documentaries, guys. So if y'all got any other documentaries y'all want me to react to, let me know down in the comments as well. If y'all new to this channel, you want to see daily content such as this, guys, all you gotta do is press that subscribe and also press that bell so notify you every single time I upload a video, guys. We're on a road to 3K subscribers and we like less than 50 subscribers away. We so close to get that milestone, guys. So if you want to be a part of the family, all you gotta do is press that subscribe button. Lastly, follow me on all my social media, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I'm more active on Instagram, but I need more followers, guys, on Twitter. And yes, I am new on TikTok, so go follow me there at Whammyham. Guys, y'all got these videos over like 30 likes on the last 2 episodes. So can we get over 50 likes on this one? Can we do it? I will see you guys in the next video. Whammyham is out. Demi Lovato, if you're watching this, I love you. Please be safe. And all my love and support is going out to you and your family and your whole team. I love y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Whammyham is out. Peace.
People staring at me everywhere that I go. They try to judge me when they don't even know the half of my story, just what only they told. Cause they feel they should expose.